Very, very impressive. We worked hard on those kinds of things. We wanted to try a few things in this game that we hadn't tried yet, and look at some different people. We're trying to bring Logan Jones along, and Jay-Sean Gates as a return people, and some pump block schemes that we wanted to look at that worked out very well. Nicholas Zane started to make an impact on our special teams, and those are things that are going to help us as we go down the road for sure.
Made some changes on defense as well. How do you think those came out?
Really well. I liked what I saw out there. I thought Jesse had a really good game. Robert Wilcox played more and played very effectively. And then Zach Hutchins got some snaps at linebacker. And I watched the tape and see, but I thought he did a good job as well.
With all the rotating you've done in the defensive line, particularly so far this year, it's just sort of want to get Jesse as many snaps, as many live bullets as you could in this game.
Exactly. And we wanted to get a lot of plays for this young man and get him out there, give him some opportunities to get himself on tape, so he could watch it and learn and get better, and just get better as the game went along. I think that's what happened.
What else do you take away from the game when you're playing an opponent who's overmatched?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about us. It's not about them. It's not, if you can get into some of those games sometimes, and then it's a sloppy performance where you're not executing well, you're not, on all cylinders. You're kind of playing at a subpar level, and we didn't let that happen. And that was the best thing about today. We were sharp. I wanted to be that way, and it was.
Any adjustment concerns going into next week after facing subpar competition this week?
No, I mean, it's still about getting in the right place. This was exactly what we needed. We wanted to get a lot of good snaps for a lot of people. We wanted to keep some key players healthy and fresh, which I think we were able to do. We wanted to get some more defensive, schemes and some personnel evaluations on tape that we could look at. And I think we were able to do all that today, and hopefully we can just build on that and continue to get better. I told the team all week that we wanted to be sure that at the end of the week we were a better team than we were at the beginning of this week, regardless of who we were playing. And I think I can safely say that we did that because we had great practices. We had a very good, execution today in the game, and I think we are better. We've made progress, especially after we watch this tape tomorrow.
The two PATs with Mitch.
We got to put those on tape sometimes.
Yeah. Also, to get Bryson Mccain back.
Yeah, that was good. Bryson Mccain played well. He brings a little physicality out there, and he's a big hitter, and he knows what he's doing. But he was rusty. He needed some time out there, and it gives us more rotations. We were able to rest Des Carter a lot in this game. He didn't have to play a lot. He's been a warhorse playing a lot of snaps for us. Very, very important for him to be fresh coming out of today, which he is.
Talk about the 4 turnovers. Nice to see those.
Finally, and we got situations where we're in the right place at the right time with DK's interception. The ball hasn't bounced our way much this year. It was nice to see that happen, and a couple of big hits on defense too that popped the ball loose. So hopefully that's the start of something big for us on that.
We have as many guys that have career first, season first, things like that in the game.
Yeah.
Too many to just rattle off. But what does that do for guys in the middle of the ball?
It's fantastic for the kids that work so hard, throughout the course of the year. They're third string, fourth string. They're sometimes even on scout team, and they love the game, love to achieve just like everybody else. And we had lots of those first touchdown, first catch, first tackle, first fumble recovery. I mean, a lot of those kinds of things, like you said, and that's why it took so long in the blockhouse just now. We had a lot of cheers for those individuals.
As far as like the eye test, I know you got to watch tape and stuff, but defensively, did you feel like, you're talking about the guys being on their assignments and executing and whatnot, did you see an increase in that?
Yes, I think so. There's still 2 or 3 play concepts that offenses are running against us right now that are still more successful than I would like them to be. So I've already got 3 or 4 ideas in my mind that we're going to have to tackle this week to try to get fixed. But generally, yeah, I was very happy with how fundamentally sound we were.
There was a kind of a throwback screen to Mark early in the game, and John Wagner got out front.
Yeah.
Really glad to get. Was that kind of epitomizes the matchup, do you think?
Well, John always plays that way. The goal today was to try to get Austin Barth a touchdown, and he took a lot of grief there in the locker room because it didn't happen. So that's going to have to put on the shelf until next week, maybe get it down the road sometime. But we were hoping, and John was really trying, I think maybe a little extra hard, because that was Barth's play all week, and that was going to be his touchdown. And even with John's great block, he didn't get it in.
Is there anything that you saw from East Tennessee that impressed you with all of the freshmen that they're playing?
You know, they're very sound. I thought their offense hung in there against a pretty good defensive performance by our guys. They managed to drive the ball down a couple times. And I thought they hit pretty hard with their linebackers and occasionally got in there and did some good things against our run game. So, when you think about the fact they're all freshmen and redshirt freshmen, I think they're building a good base for their program. He could have done a whole different thing. He could have gone out and got a bunch of transfers and, build the team, try to build it for immediate success. And I respect what he's done with the program. He told me before the game too, they're redshirting another 20 or so freshmen who, are good players who could have probably played, but they didn't want to get all stacked up and have 45 seniors 2 years in a row, 4 years from now, and then have to start all over. So I think what they're doing is building for the long term, and I think they'll probably be fairly successful, but it's going to take 2-3 more years to get to that point. Let's let the guys talk here.
I think I take away, as a team, we had a great week of preparation, focused on the details, focused on us, and I think the big takeaway from this week as a whole is just repeat that every week from here on out and repeat the success we had on the field today.
Talk about how you're feeling a little bit after the tough one last week.
Obviously, going down and losing a tough game like that is always tough, but in this program we know how to bounce back, we know how to keep fighting, and you saw that in the game. We never gave up. The way we feel now is a lot better than the way we felt then, and we plan to feel this way the rest of the season.
What do you say a guy like Noah or Tavon, guys that get there into the end zone for the first time?
Just congratulations, man. I remember that feeling the first time I scored, and it's the best feeling in the world. First college touchdown, it's a big deal, and it's not something to take lightly. No matter who you're playing, no matter the situation, it's getting in the end zone, especially here in front of our home crowd. It's exciting, and I just told them congratulations, and I'm real happy for those guys.
Got kind of stuffed, I guess, on that first drive on the goal line, but talk about the fourth down play where we just kind of broke it outside.
Yeah, we've had that play in all week. We knew we were going to use it down in the end zone. I guess pre-snap I was just thinking just run into the pylon, and those guys outside, receivers, Mitch Herbert, all those guys, they did a great job blocking it up and made my job really easy.
Can you talk about the offensive line today without a key piece in Kyle Gadecki and how they performed in the movie?
The offensive line, I can't talk enough about them. Coach Eck does a great job preparing those guys every week. Those guys take their job seriously. They work harder than anybody I know. And Dylan Mahoney, he's got a lot of snaps already this year, playing with Kyle and Ekoff. But he did a great job stepping in, playing the whole game, and he's grown up real fast, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah, do you feel like all the other guys behind you stepped up, especially with the gunner out?
Yeah, those guys knew this week. We prepared. They took extra care in their preparation because we knew their opportunities were going to come. Nick Lassane did a great job. He was all over the place, blocking punts, making tackles on kickoff, running touchdowns. You name it, that guy was doing it, and I couldn't be more proud of him, Tavon, Noah, and Loie. Man, those guys stepped up.
So you guys had a really good week of preparation. Is the mindset kind of changed now that you know the sense of urgency you have for the rest of next month?
Our backs are against the wall, and straight up, that's how it is. We have to win football games, and that's what we plan to do. Every week we're going to prepare the same way. No matter who we're playing, we approach it the same way. It's blank faces from here on out. We just have to score points, and they can't score points.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
I just thought that I was just happy and excited that I was getting a chance to just go out there and just play ball. Yeah.
What does that mean for you, given that you were late to get here and even working your way into the rotation?
It means a lot because I be working. I work hard just to make things happen, and whatever the coach is telling me to do, I'm doing it. When he just told me that I was gonna start, I just took a deep breath and I just went in and just got more extra reps in film, watching film, I didn't want to go out there and mess up or whatever, so I just was focused on film all week.
Where do you think you made the biggest strides since, from the time you got here, sort of from the beginning part of the season?
Just paying attention to detail. Coach Ash always talks about paying attention to detail and getting the little things right. So I just put my mind just on football and football. That's it.
What does a performance like this do for your confidence and maybe to the team's confidence?
I feel like it helps out a lot. I mean, I always had the confidence. I just wanted to just go out there and just prove it. I mean, with the team, I feel like it just boosts us up a little bit more, and every week we're getting better.
Nice to see those turnovers pile up.
Oh yeah, I was happy to see those. Yes, sir.
What's it like playing in such a deep position group where you've got quality guys all over the place in that D line?
It's nice playing there, knowing that you've been seen me coming late and stuff like that. Just getting the opportunity to just play up there with those guys. I mean, Zach, he had moved, and like I was just like, dang, like he moved, but he's a good player too, and like I was just confused because I didn't know like if I was just taking the spot or nothing like that. I just didn't want to go out there and go out there and just do wrong or whatever.
Yeah, in past sorts of situations, you talk about how guys like Taylor Sheridan and Tucker Yates open things up for you, maybe give you some one-on-ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. Taylor Sheridan, he always boosts me up or whatever, and like I get down if I do wrong on the play. Taylor always there. Nate, especially Nate, he always did like just forget about it and go on to the next play. You know what I'm saying? They help me out a lot on defense, a lot.
All right, thanks, Jesse.